Hello everyone, I am going to be showing you Suspenses. So you will find your suspense box here on the main dashboard of Genesis, and your suspense box is just like your task item or your to-do list. So I can view my current suspenses, my future suspenses, or my completed suspenses. And you can also take a look at other user suspenses. So this is really helpful. Maybe one of your agents are out sick one day. You can take a look at their to-do list, and if there's anything urgent that you need to help them get done that day, you can certainly do that. So let's talk about actually creating a suspense. You can create a suspense from anywhere you are in Genesis just by hitting Control S for suspense on your keyboard. But I'd like to actually go into a client's profile and create a suspense from there. The reason I'd like to create a suspense from my client's profile is because that's how your suspense is going to be linked to your customer's client main screen or their policy. So to create a suspense, all I'm going to do is hit Control S on my keyboard, and it's going to bring up my suspense box. Now you will notice all of this information is filled in for me: business name, last name, first name, policy number. This is how it is actually linking this suspense to this customer's profile. My suspense from name is already going to be filled in there for me because I am the one creating this suspense. And then I can choose my suspense too. So I can leave my name in there that's automatically filled in for me, or I can also delegate this suspense to another user in my agency. I can copy as many users on this suspense as well as I'd like to. My suspense from date is already going to be filled in here for me. This is the date that I actually created the suspense. And then my suspense to date, I can choose. So if this is a task item that needs to be done today, then I would just put today's date in this box. I could use my calendar, or I could use my arrows to toggle back and forth between different dates. But if this is a suspense that needs to be taken care of in the future, then I would just set a future date. You can also set repeat frequency. So if there is a certain to-do item that you need to remind yourself to do daily, weekly, monthly, whatever it is, I can set that up in Genesis, and Genesis will continue to remind me of this suspense on the day that I tell it to. This comment box is where I'm going to actually put my to-do item, whatever it is that I need to get done. When I'm finished, I can close the suspense. I can print the suspense if I'd like to. If there are any images attached to this suspense, I can view those images. And then if there are any notes attached to this particular suspense, I can view notes as well. In this case, we're just going to close the suspense. So let's go back to the client main screen. I'm just going to hit Control M on my keyboard. And let's talk about actually completing a suspense. So here's a list of the suspenses that I need to get done today. And if I click on this particular suspense, again, you will see that I created this suspense from Eli Murphy's profile. If I'd like to go to Eli Murphy's profile, all I have to do is click Go to Client, and it will take me there. But once I'm finished with this suspense, if I'd like to move the suspense to a different day, I can do that. If I would like to send it to someone else, I could do that. But when I'm actually finished, all I have to do is hit complete. It's going to fill in my name for completed by, because I'm the one that's completing the suspense, and then the date that I completed this suspense. If for whatever reason that you hit complete and you're not ready for this suspense to be completed, all you have to do is hit reopen. So that's it for suspenses. If you have any questions, just give us a call.